We'll cover you.
Hey everybody, Matthew and Quirk here from MiniWarGaming.com, and it's time for mission 1A of our new narrative campaign, The Battle for Minaria Prime. I know, I'm super excited too. Hopefully by the time that you watch this, you've already watched the very first story time. If you haven't done that yet, I strongly suggest you do, especially if this is your first narrative campaign. Hey everybody, Matthew and Quirk here from MiniWarGaming.com, and it's time for mission 1A of our new narrative campaign, The Battle for Minaria Prime.
So excited.
Yeah, me too. Hopefully by this point, you have already watched the first story time. If you haven't done that, there will be a link in the video description below where you can go and watch that right now. If you're new to narrative campaigns, then I strongly suggest that you start with the story time, because that will set the scene for the battles that we will be having today. And then each week we will be having 2 battle reports with each story time. The first one, this one, is for free of course, and the second one, mission 1B or 2B or 3B, whatever, is in the MiniWarGaming vault. And so you can also, there'll be a link for that in the description below. So as I said, you need to watch the story time, but just a quick recap. Essentially, we jump into the midst of a war between the Tau and Orcs on the Imperium armory world of Minaria Prime. So we've jumped ahead. The Orcs have already invaded. They've already destroyed all the human resistance that's on this world, and now they are busy looting the world, and so that they can then grow into a mighty wog led by
what we do.
Exactly. Led by, right now, the current war boss is Grubfang Gorthug. I'm gonna get that right. Grubfang Gorthug.
Yeah.
Whether he'll be the war boss by the end of this, who knows? That's up to the dice rolling and tactics of our tactician orc man over here. Yeah, that's pretty. We should just change. Yeah, we should change your name. It shouldn't be Quirk. It should be Quark.
Quark. Oh, that's gonna stink.
Anyways, in this mission, we are doing a Mad Max-style road raging chase with bikes and trucks and devil fishes and piranhas and everything else that's just gonna be flying down the board. We're gonna show you the mission in just a second. Of course, if you've already watched the story time, you know the basic idea of what we're about to do, but it should be fantastically fun. After you watch this, make sure you then click the links below to go and watch mission 1B. So let's jump right into this scenario. They're all set up, all ready to go. This is a chase scene. Right off the bat, we're starting with an exciting chase scene. The Tau have stolen Warboss Gorthug's Tawkin Stikk, and he's very disappointed by that. As you found out in the story time, the Tawkin Stikk is what basically allowed him to rise to power, as he believes that when he holds it, he can hear Gork and Mork talking to him. And so the Tau, led by Shas'o Bantoth, have actually infiltrated the orc camp, stolen the Tawkin Stikk, and then they're just booking it out of there. Of course, they know that they're trying to lead the war boss into an ambush, because this is one of the parts of their attempt to stop this wog before it can even really get going. And that is, of course, to kill the orc leaders. Does it make sense? If you kill the orc leaders, then they'll start to infight, and that could, not necessarily will, but that could stop the wog right there, unless another war boss is able to pick up the pace fast enough and make up for lost time. But either way, the orcs are mad, being led by war boss Gorthug himself right here, and he is leading all the fastest army that he possibly can have. This scenario is going to be totally bonkers. Most of the rules of 40k are thrown out for this, so just understand that before we get started. A lot of the rules I drew from Imperial Armor 8, and there's a mission in there which is similar. The orcs are chasing down some Elysian drop troops, but I've heavily modified it. So you can start by looking at that, but then you just have to kind of watch this to see how we ended up working with the rules. Essentially, this is a chase scene where the Tau are attempting to cross and get over here. The terrain will be moving instead of the vehicles. The vehicles will move as well, but to represent their true movement, the terrain will be moving at the end of each player turn. And the goal of the Tau is to, one, keep the lucky stick, sorry, not lucky stick, the Tawkin Stikk. It's going to follow the lucky stick profile. if the Orc Warboss manages to get it, so that's why I get that mixed up. They want to get the Tawkin Stikk away from the Orcs, as well as stay alive long enough to draw the Orcs far enough away so that they can be drawn into the Tau ambush. And then of course the Orcs' objective is to kill all the Tau and retrieve the Tawkin Stikk. And that is what they're not quite aware of the Tau ambush that they're about to run into, but you know what, they probably won't care anyways because they like to fight. And so we both built 2,000 point lists with a lot of restrictions. Essentially, we sat down and built them together to make sure that it made sense for this. And everything is deployed except for our flyers, which will be reinforcing it. On my side, I have 4 devilfish, each of them full of fire warriors with 1 Shas'o. And Shas'o, the main Shas'o is right here in the middle. And there's a lot of upgrades on everything. The devilfishes have the ability to repair. They have flechette dischargers in case they're charged. They actually have a special rule that they can open up their access points and treat them as fire points, as actually 4 fire points each, and at the cost of becoming counted as open topped. So that's a special rule in this mission that we made up. So essentially you're just having them hanging at the back, shooting back at the orcs as they're being chased. And then they're just a regular burst cannon, gun drones, just what you normally see on devilfish. We have a couple squads of piranhas, and there's 2 right here and 3 over there, all with their fusion blasters. And we have 2 squads of gun drones, 7 gun drones each, just regular gun drones plus, 6 gun drones and a marker light drone, so a marker drone. And then in reserve we have 2 fighters and a bomber. On the orc side, we have lots of trucks with, the trucks have been upgraded to have boarding planks, which we're not using our normal rules. The boarding planks actually will allow the truck itself to charge, and then the boys inside to fight while they're all on the run. So we got some awesome stuff with that. They got wrecking balls as well and reinforced rams so that they can ram even better. We got lots of war bikes, each with a knob with a power claw, and other than that they're just regular war bikes. Of course you have your war boss right here joining a squad of 8 as well. This is a battle wagon full of ludas and a mech, and it has a kill cannon and a cannon and a reinforced ram, so it's going to be ridiculously strong if it smashes into something. And then more bikes and more trucks over here. It's going to be a lot of different rules. I'll go over a few of them right now, and then the rest you're just going to have to kind of follow along and see how it works as we play. Essentially what happens in your turn is instead of moving, well, you still do move. And you kind of treat it the same as regular movement, that you can choose to move combat or cruising speed, but really it's just to represent you picking up more speed, because you're actually moving on average 24 inches per game turn, as you will find out. So in a player's turn, each thing, including gun drones, but not including infantry that ends up on the ground, like if you blow up a truck or a devilfish and there's infantry on the ground, they don't get to choose to move. They move with the terrain. And so they get to move up. So we move 6 inches, then I can fire full ballistic skill with the guys inside. If it moves 12 inches, they have to snap fire. You can flat out, all that kind of stuff, just as normal. And then at the end of each player turn, the buildings, all the terrain moves that way 12 inches at the end of each player turn. And then at the beginning of the next player turn, or essentially right after, we generate new terrain. Right here we have a table that we're going to be rolling on, and then that'll start to go as well. So the terrain will be moving 24 inches per turn. The flyers, when they come on, they will move with the terrain. So basically they'll do their move, and then it kind of represents them, everybody flying past them. And so then the Tau need to get to this table edge as quickly as possible. And with the Tawkin Stikk as well. Getting all the different terminologies mixed up here. If the devilfish with the Tawkin Stikk is destroyed, we drop it and treat it kind of like the relic, except that just anything just has to move over top of it, not at cruising speed, but at combat speed in order to pick it up. And that's not including infantry on the ground, so it has to be, once again, the fast ones. And then we just kind of continue playing that way. There's a lot of other cool things we can do as well. Boys in the trucks, 1 boy per shooting phase can jump out if he's close within 6 inches of a devilfish. And it dies, but it tries to basically latch a stick bomb on to do some damage. There's if you stun a vehicle, it actually falls back 6 inches when the terrain moves, and so it doesn't get to go as far. If it gets immobilized, then it actually moves with the terrain. And if it moves back and smashes into things, then it counts as ramming and tank shocking. It does all sorts of funky things that are outside the normal realm of rules for 40k. So we're just going to jump into this. I don't want to spend 20 minutes explaining the scenario rules, because I just want to jump into it so you can see what happens. Essentially, everything will work the way you kind of think it should work as we ram into each other and shoot at each other and just have some mayhem. So let's jump into it. Tau get first turn. So we have Tau, turn 1. We're going to start with this devilfish. Now, I also need to point out that sideways movement is free up to 6 inches. Other than that, then you lose your regular speed. So he's going to move a little bit this way and then advance 6 inches so that we're not snap firing. And I'm going to, in the shooting phase, I will open up the hatches. These piranhas are actually going to move up, so a couple of them are in melta range. Our Shas'o is going to go at full cruising speed to try to get away with the Tawkin Stikk. Drones will just move 6 inches. Blizzard skill 2 is already bad enough. Don't have to make it Blizzard skill 1. Just combat speed. And these ones will just actually close the gap to try to provide support. These drones will move over as well. And over and up. So we're going to open the hatches on this one, as well as a devilfish over on the other flank. Piranhas are going to fire their fusion blasters back at this truck. 2 of them are in melta range. Melta range one's hitting on 4s. 1 hit. And the non-melta one misses. So that's an automatic penetrating hit because it's 9 strength. Oh no, it's only strength 8, never mind. Penetrating hit.
That'll do it.
AP1 weapon and open topped. So actually, sorry, there was one more rule that I forgot to mention. When I hit, we have to roll against an open-top vehicle. On a 5+, it hits an occupant and not the vehicle itself. So that could be good for you if it actually hits one of the boys. And it doesn't, it hits the vehicle. So now, oh, sorry, it's +3 to the roll because open-top and AP1. And it blows up.
Ooh.
I'm just going to remove the boys as well because they're going to go 12 inches with the terrain. And just go. These drones are going to open up fire on the bikes. I'm going to fire at the bikes. 12 shots, hitting on 5s. And twin linked. There's a few more.
Oh no.
And 4s to wound.
Ooh. 4 up armor.
3 die.
Oh.
Boom. The marker drone fires as well, hitting on a 5 and misses. Out of the rear access point here, we have 4 fire warriors who are going to fire at these bikes. Hitting on 4s. 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds.
4 up save. Oh.
Nice. And the Shas'o is going to flat out this way to avoid the obstacle. This devilfish has a problem with this building. Now all the buildings, every piece of terrain on this board follows the same rule, that you're allowed to destroy it. And it just counts as having 2 wounds, toughness 6, no saves, nice and simple. So he's going to fire everything he has at that building. Burst cannon, 4s. Oh, 4 hits.
Wow.
5s to wound, just need 2 of these. Oh no!
So happy.
Then we have the 2 gun drones hitting on 5s, twin linked. 1 so far. And 3. And 5's the wound. Oh, just 1. Twin link pulse carbines from these drones are actually going to fire at these barrels because yes, they are red, therefore they do explode. And so as you'll find out the rules for when you hit buildings, these ones do even more damage. 12 shots, hitting on 5's, twin linked. 5's to wound. Oh, I survived. Do the gun drones from this devilfish into the barrels. Hitting on 5's, twin linked. Oh,
Ooh.
5? Oh no.
I'm so happy right now.
And the burst cannon from that devilfish hitting on 4s. Oh no!
Yes!
Oh no! We're gonna fire these piranhas into this truck over here. One of them is in melta range. Melta range, 4+. Non-melta range, a 5+. It hits an orc inside. Oh,
Yay!
nice. Kills him on a 2+.
Yeah.
He's dead. And then the 4 gun drones. 8 shots, 5s to hit, twin link. 4 hits. And 5+ is to see if they hit orcs. Oh, 2 of them hit orcs. 3's to kill the orcs. We kill 1 more. And 5's to glance the truck. We got nothing. Nothing. We forgot that there's ramshackle special roll in the trucks that lets them downgrade penetrating to glancing on a 6+. So the one that died, we're going to roll that right now on a 6. Nope, it's dead. Side access point, 4 guys are going to fire at that same truck. 4s, only 1. 5+, it hits the occupants. No. So on a 5, we glance. Nope. The 4 in the back are in rapid fire distance of this truck. 4s. Ooh. 5 plus hits orcs. 1 hits an orc. On a 3, that orc dies. It's dead. 2 hits on the truck, 5's to glance. There's a glance. Down to 2 hull points. At the end of my turn, we're now going to move the terrain, and there will be collisions. The terrain will move. The barrels, 12 inches, end up right here. Well, actually, I guess it smashes in the front one first. So it hits 4 of them for strength. I think we said it was strength 9, that's right. 2s to wound. And then they've got... Ooh, let me check their armor. Yeah, they're 4 up armor. So 3 of them die. Blam! And this building's going to move back. It's going to hit this one and push it back, which is going to hit the devilfish behind it. So we got a double ram right here. This will be fun. So we resolve the ram just like a normal tank, normal ram, except we count. It actually doesn't matter which one's the ramine. This one counts as armor 12 all around, and it's a building. So it's basically a strength 8 ram. And then the front armor of this one, of course, is 12, so it'll be a strength 6 hit back. So strength 8 against armor 12. 4s to glance. Ooh, it's a pen!
Yay!
And what is the penetrating result? 2. So it's shaken. And then I hit it back at strength 6, so it's toughness 6. So that'll be a 4, and it's destroyed. Then we have a secondary ram here, rear armor against front armor. So it'll be strength 5 and strength 6. So strength 5 against 12 can't hurt, but strength 6 against 10 can. So 4s to glance. Oh, it's a pen! He gets pen from both sides. The result being another shaken. So he gets squished between the 2. It's down to 1 hull point. I'm going to do a quick leadership check for the guys inside. And they're fine. They survive the whiplash. Next building. Everybody safely goes around it. That one goes off the table. And I don't know what I was thinking. I'm just not used to the scenario yet, I guess, because this piranha is going to ram into that one and get pushed back. And it ends up right there. So we've got a strength 8 hit on his armor 10, and it's going to hit back with a strength 5. 8 against 10. Just a pen. He's open topped.
Ooh.
So, stunned. Yeah, then hitting it back wins it on a 5. Nothing. Big building moves up. The rest move up without incident. Now it's time to generate some new terrain. New terrain has been generated. We just got a regular orc building. We got more exploding barrels and some scrap all on that side. We actually randomly generated from a table in Imperial Armor 8 what they were, and we have some modifications to how they work. And then we actually randomly determine where they come in. So that's how they all ended up on one side.
Orcs, turn 1!
Once again, remember, you can either move 6 inches or 12. If you move 12, everything snap fires. Doesn't matter if you're a bike or a truck. It's just the rules of movement for this mission. The bikes all zip forward. Brum, brum, brum. And the war boss's bikes, he's got to watch out for that building. They're zipping around it. They don't want to suffer the same fate as the devilfish piranhas.
No. Get out of the...
So much smoke coming out of the back of that thing.
Go get him, boys!
12-inch movement. They're going to be snap firing. But they want to catch up. They don't want to let the Tau get away. Especially the one with the Tawkin Stikk.
Give me back my Tawkin Stikk.
Let's go get him!
Go cruising speed.
It's payback time!
You're going to fire your Ludas. Snap firing, of course, because they're heavy weapons and they moved. Into the lead devilfish, who will jink. D3 each. 2 each. Good average. 6s to hit. 3s. So 5 hits, 3s to glance.
Uh-oh!
Oh no! 4 plus jink against the pens. Okay, so 1 pen got through. I got to make both of these. 4 plus. Made 1. So 1 glance and 1 pen. Make it through. So go ahead and roll your pen. 5. So that is weapon destroyed because he's not open topped. I did not open him up. So which weapon do you want to do? Actually, there's only 1 weapon because these are passengers. So the burst cannon's destroyed.
Alrighty.
Might as well roll the leadership for the guys inside right now. They're fine. And all the bikes will fire at the piranhas, who will jink. Hitting on 5s, twin linked. Twin linked. You can get some more. Yep, there's some more. Annoyingly, because it's a vehicle squadron, you have to do these one at a time, and I have a 4-up jink for each of them, so 5s will glance. Let's just go fast. Nothing. And that's a pen, which I don't ignore, so roll to see what happens with that. Because on a 6 it blows up.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, so we'll just keep going.
Okay.
And nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, come on.
Nothing.
Where are all the good...
Nothing.
What is this?
There's a glance, which I ignore.
Ugh.
Keep going.
There.
There's a glance, which I ignore. Nothing.
Really? There we go.
Pen, which I don't ignore, so that one, let's see if it blows up, because it could actually no, it's not close enough to hit anything. Keep going.
Okay. I can
So
roll
that's
the rest
wrecked, though. That means you're going to ram into it.
Oh, no. I can just roll the rest of these.
Yeah, the rest of them on the last guy.
Yep.
So we're looking at we got 2 glances,
Yeah.
4 up. I save. Got a wrecked piranha, and the other one down to 1 hull point, which means we're going to be ramming into that truck. Big shooter from the truck will try to finish off the piranha, who's already jinked. 5s. Oh, you got 2,
Nice.
of course, and then 5s to glance.
Oh, come on. Big money.
Oh! Against the pen, 4+, and I survived!
Come on.
The guys inside will shoot as well. We've lost 2 of them, so they're down to 10, and one of them has a big shooter. Start the big shooter. 5s, nothing. 9 others on 5s, 2 hits. 6s to glance, nothing. And these bikes, including the Warboss, will fire at this devilfish, who will jink. Yeah, I'll jink. 18 shots on 5s, twin linked. That's all but 5. 13 hits. 5 pluses will hit guys inside. So you've got 4 guys inside. So the 4 guys inside are wounded on 2s. Yeah, that was close. And then they have 4-up armor. 2 die. And then the vehicle glance on a 5. Oh. 2 pens, 3 glances. You are rolling a little above average here. The glasses, 4+. I saved 2 out of 3, and then 4+ for the pens. Oh! Oh! And it's open topped. Does not blow up. Fire warriors disembarked, and they're going to move with the terrain. They're not allowed to move voluntarily. Pinning check. Leadership 8. They're fine. The shooter boys inside here will snap fire at this devilfish who will jink. Got a rocket launch in there on a 6. Nope. Hitting on 6s.
Yep.
Oh, 5. And that one's on open top, so you're not hitting guys inside, so you're needing 6s to glance. Nothing. And the big shoot on the truck also snap firing. Nothing. Battle wagons, kill cannon, strength 7 ordnance, firing at this one. Also jinking. I think he's already jinking though.
Yep.
Scatter.
Oh, please hit. Oh.
Off by, I guess it would be
Go
minus
4
2,
inches.
so 4 inches. Still hits him and narrowly misses the next one. Thank goodness. Strength 7 ordnance, so against armor 10, you get to roll 2 dice to take the best one. 3 to glance, you got a pen. 4 up. Oh, I gave them all disruption pods.
Ooh.
So they have 3 up, jinx. That didn't matter, roll a 4. I wonder if I roll any 3s for everybody else who died. And then the cannon just has a single shot hitting on 6. Nope. And then snap firing 4 big shooters on 6s. 2 hits. And 5s to glance. 1. 3 up. Oh! So we're glad I remember the disruption pods. And the truck will fire at this devilfish, who's open topped right now, and it will jink. Big shooter on a 5. Or did you move? Oh, you just moved combat speed. Yep. Nothing. 1 rocket launcher from the guys inside. Misses. Lots of shooters hitting on 5s. And then 5s to see if you hit the guys inside, because this one's open topped right now. So you hit 3 guys inside. And they are wounded on 2s with 4+ armor saves. 2 of them die. And 5s to glance the devilfish. How are you doing that?
Orky magic!
I know. Thankfully, I've been rolling well for my saves. 3+. And then I fail that. 3+ for the pen. Oh, good. And the bikes will fire at the same thing. 21 shots, hitting on 5s, twin linked.
Winning dice.
Twin linked. Oh.
That's fine.
Hit the guys inside on 5s. Ooh, you hit a lot of guys inside. They get wounded on 2s. Oh, man, they're tough with 4-up armor. Whoa! They all just tanked it. Devilfish is glance on 5s. And I still got 2 pens and a glance. 3-up Jink from the pens, and 3-up from the glance. Okay, good. Thank goodness for disruption pods. End of the assault phase. These bikes will declare an assault against the fire warriors who will overwatch. 6s to hit. Just 3. And then 4s to wound. 3 wounds. And then you've got 4-up saves. Oh! 2 wounds. The front guy dies. And then the Warboss will look out, sir. Lookouts are in a 2+. Yep. So he basically went, and he hooked the guy in front of him. You need a 6-inch charge with Here We Go. You got it. Those poor fire warriors. Oh, they're so dead. You're gonna charge with these bikes into this devilfish?
Yeah.
And then it counts as open top for the 4 guys inside, so they'll fire. And then the devilfish itself, I upgraded to have Overwatch as well, so it'll fire. 4 guys rapid firing into the bikes on 6s. 1. 4s to wound. Yes. 4-up armor. Oh no! Your bikes are dying to Overwatch. They're gunning out the fire warriors in the back, going as they're trying to get in there. And
Dodge.
Oh no!
The gun drones on 6s. Twin linked. Ooh, there we go. 4s to wound. 1 more wound. 4 up.
Come on, boys. You can make it. Yeah!
And then the burst cannon. Also 2 hits.
Come on.
And 1 more wound. Can you do it? Or are you going to lose another guy?
Ah!
8-inch charge with Here We Go. Oh, they may. You want to reroll the 2 to try to make it longer? No, you don't. Don't.
No.
I almost
No.
I was like, oh wait, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I almost got you to do it, and I would have felt bad if you actually tried.
Would you though?
A little.
A little bit.
You're declaring a charge right here to the Piranha.
Yep.
He will Overwatch because I gave him that ability. Fusion Blaster. Misses. Gun drones. Twin linked. Oh yeah! 4s to wound. Oh, just 1 wound. Oh, you're good. You need a 4-inch charge. Why don't you reroll the 1 anyways?
Sure, why not?
There we go. 10-inch charge.
That's enough to get them all out of the way of that thing.
Yeah.
And get smoked by Flechette.
Yep. Flechette dischargers. Watch out.
This is gonna hurt.
Start with this fight right here. You start with your Hammer of Wrath from your Warboss. 2s to wound. With a 4-up save. Oh, you ran him over. Ah! Everybody's initiative 2 except the Warboss. Photon grenades will drop the attacks of the bikes by 1. They'll not get their bonus attack essentially. Then we all pile in. This is the only movement I'm allowed to do. Your boys will attack, or your bikers will attack first, hitting on 3s. Ooh.
Very nice.
Furious Charge, make them strength 4, so 3s to wound. Ooh. 4 up, 2 die. Those 2 still get to fight back though. 7 of my guys are in, hitting on 4s. Woo!
What?
Wounded on 6s though. Oh, we got a wound. You have a 3 up? No, 4 up.
4 up.
4 up. There you go. 4 attacks from your Warboss, hitting on 3s. Ooh. And 2s. 2 die. So I lost that by 5, so leadership down to 3. Hold! Nope. Alright, do you catch me? We both have the same initiative, so can you get 5 or higher? Yep. And they're all dead, and you can consolidate. Get some extra movement. Yeah, you're just looking for the extra movement.
I just want to get out of there.
Extra charge range, the pile in, the 3-inch consolidate.
Will that get me out of the way?
Of
this?
Not everybody.
Nope. This is gonna hurt.
Yep.
You can go there.
It's okay.
You can go there. This guy's gonna get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're just stuck there, bud. I'm sorry.
In this fight, initiative 10, 2 things happen. My Flechette dischargers hit everybody in base contact with strength 4. AP nothing. And you get your Hammer of Wrath. So even if you lose guys somehow to this, 5s to wound them. No.
Yay.
You still get your Hammer of Wrath. Your Fury Charge, your Hammer Breath can't actually hurt him.
And-
Strength 3. Now you can murder-nate him with the
Yay.
Furious Charge, guys. 28 attacks hitting on 3s. Think you're gonna get him.
I think so.
And then 6s to glance. Whoa, yep, you got him. He is wrecked. And now he is wrecked. Now, an interesting note is a wrecked vehicle now counts as terrain. That's what we count it as, which means it's now armor 12 when it comes to the ramming, and it'll be strength 8 because it counts as a building, essentially. Which makes sense, because sure, before it was just this little weak thing, but now it's a burning wreck of piling metal flying your way. This fight right here, the flechettes on just the one guy, 5 to wound him. No. And then you pile in, not the knob, he's initiative 1. Not the knob.
Not the knob. Right.
Yeah. Everybody still gets to fight.
Okay.
20 attacks hitting on 3s.
Oh!
That's a good hit. Only have to get through 2 hull points, 6s to glance.
1.
Oh, you didn't get it!
What?
Woohoo! All right. I forgot about the knob. That was premature. 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Well, he's still power claw, so he's what, strength 9 right now?
Yep.
So everything's auto glancing. 2s will pen.
Oh, just 1s. Give me 2 1s. I don't want this to blow up.
Oh, pens. Open top, AP 2. So +2 to these, so 5s will explode. No explodes.
Whew.
And now we got another burning heap of wrecking metal that's about to crash into you. End of your turn. We're about to move the train, but before we do that, let's just recap. Destroyed a devilfish. You've shaken or stunned, or actually didn't stun these ones, but they're all jinking now, and they're mostly dead. Both of these are down to 1 hull point, and we got some drones alive and some piranhas. This one's about to fly off the table, but I do have some fighters coming in, and you're about to ram into a bunch of stuff. So it's quite possible that I can try to get away. If I can get some of these meltas into your battle wagon, I can try to take it down, because it's the biggest threat to that devilfish that's trying to get away right now. Have to wait and see. Let's move some terrain. So this piranha is obviously going through, so you can just remove it, because it's going to be back so far, and that's going to smash into a strength 8 hit into the truck. Strength 8 against armor 10. That's a pen. Ramshackle reduces that to a glance on a 6. Nope. Open topped. +1. 4. So it is stunned. Which means it'll go back 6 inches with the terrain. And it's also down to 2 hull points. And this piranha is going to go crunch through all of them as well. All 8 of them get hit with the strength 8 hit. So it's 8 strength 8 hits, 2s to wound. Is that enough to clear your knob?
Strength.
No, they're all toughness 5. They're bikes. So 2s to wound. So 7 wounds. 4 up saves. So 4 die.
Oh, no.
That's the guys in the front.
Oh, it was worth it.
It was totally worth it.
Bro.
This devilfish comes back here and smashes through 3, or it looks like 2 of the bikes and the truck. Or we had to do a morale check on the bikes because it counts as a tank shock as well. Nope, 7.
7? Okay,
So
reroll from the...
Oh, they get a reroll because the Warboss's Warlord trait allows them to reroll. Nope.
That didn't even make it any better.
Mob rule, you need a 2 or a 3. Oh, you did it. Okay. So they only take D6 strength 4 hits from the knob. 5s to wound. No. Okay, so he just smacks their heads together and they stay. And then Devilfish hits 2 of those bikes, 2s to wound them, 2 wounds. Prop saves. So the guy in front dies. No. And they are fearless for this mission because he really wants his Tawkin Stikk. 8 hit against the truck. It's a pen on a 6. It gets downgraded to a glance. Nope. And open top. 2. So they're just shaken. So they'll all be snap firing no matter what. Guys inside though might not if they make their leadership 7. They do. Next building. Everybody's driving by it. And this one will push the piranha off because it was stunned, so it actually goes back with it. This one thankfully misses everybody. And this devilfish crunch and hits the truck as well. And these have to move out of the way. The 2s to wound to them. 6 wounds. 4 up saves. Oh no! So the knob takes a wound and 4 other guys die as it crashes through them all. Because he's in front. Oh no. Strength 8 hit on the truck. It's a pen. On a 6, it gets downgraded.
Nope.
Still not downgraded.
No.
Open top. 4. It is stunned. So down to 2 hull points. Leadership on the guys inside to see if they snap fire next turn, and they do have to snap fire. And this one goes through, and because it's debris, and these guys are jet, they just get to jump it, which means they ignore it until it's moved out of the way. Burning barrels. I gotta watch out for them. And then the rest will just move.
Oh.
Wait, never mind. This one actually will smash into the devilfish that has the walking stick or the talking stick in it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. So smash. Single strength 8 hit against his front armor of 12. Oh, okay, good. He only had 1 hull point left. End of turn 1. That was just turn 1, mind you. Lots of stuff has happened. We're going to have our reinforcing planes coming in, adding a secondary element to all of this. Still rolling randomly for reserves for those. The terrain is just massacring. All these wrecked devilfish and piranhas turned into the best weapons I could possibly forge as they plowed through all the bikes and killed a lot of them. That doesn't help that you really failed your saves.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, 5 out of 6 4-ups. It's not my fault, although my other guys are almost dead, so I kind of needed that just to try to get away. Let's generate some new terrain. Woo-hoo. New terrain has been generated. We got some large scrap heaps, some more ruins as we continue the pursuit into Tau turn 2. Have some reserves. I got 2 fighters and 1 bomber, so the 2 fighters and the 3+. Yep, and the bomber. Yes. Fighter number 1. Key change. Bomber. So we're gonna move this devilfish up and over so you can get between that terrain. These piranhas, they're gonna risk the red barrels of doom, getting the side armor with their fusion blasters. Let's move up a little bit with this one. Defensive line with the drones. These ones will head over here. Shooting phase, I'm gonna flat this one out because it's only got 1 hull point left. And this guy's gonna keep their hatches open. These fire warriors will snap fire into these bikes. 6s, 2 hits. 4s, 2 wounds.
4 up.
Oh,
there goes one.
I regret nothing.
Burst cannon from fighter numero 1 at the Warboss squad. 4s to hit. Ooh, 3 hits. 4s to wound. 2 wounds.
And look out, sirs. Ooh.
Oh, 1 makes it through.
One that didn't. Ooh, that's a wound. And the one that did get look out. Ooh.
Oh, he takes a wound too.
No.
Then his quad ion turret.
And I am definitely gonna jinx these.
4s to hit. 1 hit. 2 to wound. It's a wound.
Look out, sir. It gets looked out. And 4 up jink. Whew, that was close.
Piranhas will fire their fusion blasters into the battle wagon, hoping to hit the battle wagon and not the looters inside. 4s. 2 hits. 5+ to hit looters. Oh, good.
Go.
So let's melt a range. I need a 4 to glance. Penned and penned. Open top, AP1, so... Exploded! Exploded! See how far it explodes. That's enough to hit the piranhas. 6s to glance them. Oh, it glances one of them. 12 guys inside, wounded on 4s. 5.
6 up. Hey, I made 1. 4 guys are gone. Leaving them all right there. Pinning check. We're good.
And then the open access point here. We're gonna rapid fire 4 guys into that truck. 4s to hit. 4. 5s we hit guys inside. Hit 1. Wound him on a 2. Wounded one of them, he's just dead. 5s to glance the vehicle. 1 pen.
Random shackle on a 6. Nope. And that will A, kill this guy, and B, force it to be a wreck. And they disembark. Pinning check. They're good.
Drones into these bikes.
No!
5s, twin linked. Ooh. Oh, wow.
Oh. What?
4s to wound. Holy cow, 5 wounds.
What is this? I do a lookout, sir, for all of them because I don't want my knob to die.
4+. Okay, 1 goes on the knob.
Okay. Everybody else first. Plus.
1 dies.
Oh. And my knob. Also good.
How did that happen?
Spinning check. Ooh.
Reroll.
Reroll. There we go.
And all of these drones onto your Warboss. Start with the marker light. And it hits. Got 'em. Can't use that marker light for my guys though because it's not network. So the other guys are just firing, hitting on 5s, twin linked. There we go. 4s to wound. 2 wounds.
2 lookout, sirs. There, we looked them out. And 4 up. Hey, we're good.
Good. And this fighter will use that marker light to fire at the Warboss. Burst cannon hit on 3s now. Oh, it didn't make a difference. 4s, 1 wound.
Lookout, sir. Yep. And 4 up.
Oh, there goes the knob.
No.
Go take this hit for me, knob.
And then the quad ion turret hitting on 3s as well. For 3 hits. Now wounding on 3s because your majority toughness is 6. Oh, made a difference.
Lookout, sir.
And it's AP4, so you had already jinked those.
Yes, I did.
4 up.
Yay!
Can't touch this. Nah.
Well, the bomber's going to try to take out your Warboss. A networked marker light first on a 4. Got it, and I'll use that for the rest of my shots. We got the drones hitting on 4s, twin linked now with their twin linked ion rifles. Sorry, it's only 2 shots. It's rapid fire. 2 hits. 2s to wound.
Ugh.
Sorry, that was 3s to wound, but still got 2 wounds.
2 lookout, sirs. Yep. And 4 up. Haha.
Twin linked missile pod hitting on 3s, twin linked, 1 hit. 3s to wound.
Lookout, sir. Whew. 4 up.
Oh,
Yes!
He survived. And I'll fire his 2 seeker missiles at the Warboss, of course, because it's the same target. 3s to hit. Oh!
Wasted.
And in my turn, we'll start moving terrain in a second. More bikes are dead. Took out this truck. Boys are now out of it. They're not pinned though. More of these bikes are dead too. But the Warboss and his last guy right there, they shook off a lot of shots. Battle wagon went down. And looters are sitting outside of it, not stunned though. And the piranhas did take it out. And then there's still that last truck over there who's about to get hit by that devilfish. As the Daka jets are the last hope of reinforcements for the orcs, because this devilfish is getting away next turn otherwise. But he's only got 1 hull point left. Disruption pods will be his best friend. Let's move the train back. All of these are 12 inches close to the board, so they just get moved off. That building will go off too. This devilfish will go off too, but not before inflicting another strength 8 hit on that truck. Crunch! No, nothing! Fire warriors move back with the terrain, because they are on foot now. They don't get to move. Well, relative to everybody else, they move. Move back too, and they're just barely on the table, so they'll still be able to reinforce a little bit. And these barrels will move back and smash into the 1 piranha. Strength 9 against armor 10. Penned, and it's open top. 4, so it's stunned. So that means that during this, he will move back and then they'll smash into each other.
Yay!
So they'll both take strength 5 hits against their armor 10. So why don't you do this one first? Okay. Strength 5 versus that. Yep, that's a pen. And it doesn't matter if he blows up. I guess if he blows up, which he doesn't. And then the other one...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, open top makes it immobilized. And then the other one takes a strength 5 hit, and that's cocked. We'll roll it again. 5 or 6. And it blows up too! Boom! They're both dead. And these drones are all going to get hit, so I'll move them back with it. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4 strength 6 hits. Strength 8 hits, sorry. 2s to wound. And 4 up saves. 1 dies. And these guys are going to move back, and they get tank shocked. They don't get injured from it, but they're going to have to take a leadership test.
1, 2.
So it's just they basically just it counts as a tank shock, so they're going to have to take a morale check. They're fine. Yay! And this piece narrowly misses those drones. And then the devilfish is going to go squeak right between these. And we'll generate some new ones for the beginning of the orc's turn too. Just so you know, the way that we do the terrain is we roll first to see how many pieces of terrain. It's anywhere from 0 to 3. Each time we've gotten 3. And then we roll randomly to see where it comes in. And we got one smack dab in front of the devilfish, and it's within 12 inches, so he's going to smack into it before he gets to go again. Beginning of orc's turn 2. That's for the planes. Planes coming in, 2 are identical, and 1 is a flyer ace.
So the first 2?
No and yes, and the flyer ace. Oh no! Into the movement phase. Warboss has found just the right amount of space to get through there.
You want my talking stick? Want to hear Gork and Mark again?
And turbo boosting in the shooting phase. Flat out, 12 inches. And then we have the one thing I don't think I have anything else that can target the devilfish. And I will jink. 12 shots thanks to the log. He's not a flyer 8, so he hits on 5s, because strafing run doesn't help against skimmers. But it's twin linked. Got 2 hits so far. I got more 5s. Oh, there's only 3 hits.
Fours?
So strength 6, so you need 4s to glance. You only need to get 1 through. And you got 2, a glance and a pen. But I have a 3+ cover save from jinking, thanks to disruption pods.
Mess this up. Mess this up.
I'll do the pen first. All it doesn't matter, because he can't blow up, because he's not open topped. 3+. Oh, you got it! How would an orc dance to that?
I don't know.
Well, figure it out. They all emergency or just disembark. Pinning check. They're fine because it's the Shas'o. That's Shas'o Bantoth. Yeah, Bantoth right there. And he's holding the Tawkin Stikk. Maybe Gork and Mork are starting to whisper in his mind. The Ludas are going to try to take out the other devilfish before I can go and get the Tawkin Stikk. 3 shots. 2 each. And they didn't move, so they hit on 5s. And that made a big difference, because you got 3 5s there. Strength 7 versus armor 10, 3s to glance. Ooh, well, no, that's good. 2 glances in the pen. Open top, so I need to roll the pen separately. 3+. Saved. Oh, you wrecked it.
Woohoo!
We did do something wrong, though. He could have hit the guys inside, so let's take that penetrating hit. Oh, hold on. Just do the pen on its own. 5+. Yeah, it hits the guy inside. Well, I saved that one, though, so...
Yeah.
But we're still going to roll it.
Yep.
And then the other 2, 5+. Okay, so those are the ones I failed that one.
Yeah.
So then the guy inside is dead.
I've been trying.
Pinning check for these guys. They're fine. Front shooter boys are going to fire at these drones. 5s to hit. And then you're wounding on 4s as well. 2 wounds. 4 up. Oh, 2 die.
Yay!
This truck's gonna try to finish off these drones. Big shooter, 5s to hit.
Ooh.
And then 3s to wound.
Oh.
Nope. And one of the guys inside is carrying a big shooter as well.
He's
hits
a better
twice.
shot.
There we go. And 3s. 2 wounds.
Hey!
We're up. Nope, they're fine.
Ah.
Now these bikes are gonna try to finish off these drones. Yeah, 9 shots hitting on 5s twin linked.
Ooh.
Just 1. And make that 3. 3s. 4 up armor. Oh, and 1 survives. And the Warboss is going to turbo boost through the wreck. Now that just gets treated as dangerous terrain.
It is, buddy.
It is Buddy. So dangerous.
terrain.
Yeah, on him and on Buddy Boy. They're
Good.
fine. That's 2. See if the drones fall back. And they made it. So they're going to assault that drone.
Yep.
We'll Overwatch with twin linked. Hits once and wounds. And you got a 4-up save on the knob.
Oh, that's a wound.
Yeah. Charge distance. Yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
in 7 inches. And they have Ear Go anyway, so they could have re-rolled one of the dice.
Just get out of the way.
2 Hammer of Wraths, wounding on 5s.
Nope.
All right. And then your initiative 2, and so am I. I'll do my attack first because, nothing. Just skip to your Power Claw. 3s to hit. To pick up one of those dice and just roll a 2+. Well, you can do it with 1. There you go.
Yay!
Now the important part. You need to consolidate really well because you have a narrow lane right along here where you won't get hit by terrain.
Yep.
So you need to roll like at least a 3 to be able to do that. There you go. So
Yay.
you can just use that 6 to line them up. Don't worry about the Fire Warriors. You're going to tank shock through them, not vice versa. And that'll save those guys. Because your bikes aren't very good at getting hit by wrecks.
No, apparently not.
End of turn. You took out the devilfishes. The Tawkin Stikk is there. The Warboss is going up again.
This is my talking stick. Give it back.
And you kind of accidentally put your guys in the way of terrain that are about to come smashing into them. That'll be fun.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Let's move some terrain. I didn't do it, you did it. These guys go off the table, as well as the Ludas, as well as those shooter boys, because they're all stationary. And this one will crash through 3 of the drones. 2's to wound. 4 up saves. 1 more dies. And you do avoid this obstacle. And the devilfish narrowly missing it as they zip by it. The fire warriors go with it too and end up right here, and they get tank shocked, which is important because that might make them snap fire. Morale doesn't work the same way. We don't fall back or anything. And they make it because they have a Shas'o. Flyers move 12 inches as well, not because they're moving, but because the whole board is. So, but we don't crash them. We just kind of fudge them, put them in the best place that we can, and just realize that it won't be perfect. These ones will move up too. Exploding barrels!
No!
So first the truck, and then the guys inside, because we're playing at that blast weapons. Never actually came up, but it's in our rules that blast weapons hit D6 times the guys inside. So the truck gets glanced on a 1, so that's a pen, and you can ramshackle that down with a 6. Nope. And open top, so 3, so it's just shaken. And then D6 guys inside, 4 of them. And 4 wounds.
4 6-ups.
Oh, just 2 die. And leadership check to see if they snap firing. They are!
Oh.
Which probably doesn't matter anyways, they're probably going to be snap firing anyways. And crunch right through him. That'll be wounded him on a 2+, and he's got a 4-up save.
Please, buddy.
Oh, and the knob!
No.
He just crashes right into it. And he did a little bit of a misjudgment there. The wreckage here is going to crash into you. Just a Warboss though, so it just hits once. 2's to wound. Oh! Woo-hoo! And he just took it. He just got smacked.
He's just like, man.
I'm fine. But all the fire warriors are all around him, because remember, he's still driving. That's what this is representing. And that's equivalent to a tank shock right there. Morale check. They're fine. Got 1 round of shooting against you. And everything else moved back. Now we'll generate some new terrain. Actually, at this point, we're going to stop the rolling of the terrain. And we're going to resume, we're going to actually turn into a regular rules, because essentially the Tau have no way to get away. So we're just going to be playing, at this point out, normal 40k rules.
Yep.
Because it just makes sense. Now that because your guys wouldn't continue chasing, there's nothing to chase. And so we'll just play it out to see what happens. As we go into Tau, turn 3. My fighters are going to fly off, both of them. And the bomber will bomb as it goes off. A large blast, and it scatters just forward 1 inch. I get another one on a 2+. Yep. Glance the vehicle on a 5. Oh, it's penned.
Oh no! Ramshackle.
Nope. Open top gives +1 to this roll, and is weapon destroyed, so no more big shooter. D6 hits to the guys inside, so we're still playing. Because that still happens. 4. 3s, so 3 of them die.
Yep.
And these guys are just going to reorganize themselves. And their full strategy was to bring the Warboss out and then kill him. It'd be kind of funny if they did that without their reinforcing group. These guys will move out, have a better view on these bikes. I'm gonna fire at them. 24 shots, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 5s, because you're toughness 6 on average now. Oh, still got 5 wounds.
4-up save.
Oh, that's enough to take them both down. The Warboss is disabled. We're gonna have to roll to see what happens to him at the end of the game. And these fire warriors will fire at this squad. 20 shots, hitting on 4s. And 4s. Ooh.
4-ups.
Yep, they're dead.
No.
All 5 of these will fire at the truck. 5s, twin linked. 4 hits. 5+ hits the guys inside. Oh, I hit 3 guys inside. 2s to kill the guys inside, so we killed 3 of them.
Yep.
And the 1 on the truck, 5 to glance, nothing. End of my turn, knocked out all of your bikes. We still got 2 trucks full of, well, not full of boys, but lots of boys. And a Daka Jet, who's probably not really in a good position to fire at anybody. As we go into Orcs, turn 3. So you got 2 more Daka Jets. Hold on, you gotta roll them separately. You got the fly, you got the fly ace one.
Fly ace.
Nope. And the other one? Oh, they are late to the party. Fly off the table. Now the orcs are very interested in killing these fire warriors, because they don't know if their war boss is alive. If he's not alive, then they can claim the Tawkin Stikk for themselves. Each knob now is very interested in that.
I want it. Let's go get him, boys.
And disembark the Shooter Boys, because they're interested in it too. Sluggers, firing at the fire warriors. 9 shots on 5s. Oh,
they're
man.
back.
Sharpshooters. And 3s. 3. 4s, 2 die. And then Shooter Boys will open up fire. 18 shots hitting on 5s. Oh, again. And 3s again. 4 plus. So 3 more die. 1, 2, 3. Big shooter from the truck into the fire warriors as well. Don't want to give me any overwatch, right?
Nope.
5s to hit, and then 2s to wound. Still have my 4 plus saves. 1 more dies. Morale check. Leadership 8. 6, so they stay. Declaring a charge. I'm gonna overwatch. 12 shots. Hitting on 6s. Just 1. Winning on a 3. Oh, nothing.
For a 9.
You got here we go, so you get to reroll 1 die.
Oh.
Reroll the 1. 4 plus. Oh! There goes the Tau. At least you'll lose your extra attack.
Yeah.
They're photon grenades. Shooter Boy's gonna try to charge. How far do they end up going? 5. Oh, they get to reroll, that's right.
6.
Let me double check that. 6 is exactly what you needed. So in both cases, you rolled exactly what you needed. One big mess. At least I have photon grenades to make you have less attack, so maybe I'll survive this. And then the drones and these fire warriors can lend a hand. Well, we'll see. Initiative 2, you pile in first, and then I'll pile in.
Alright.
We're all initiative 2. Nobody has power claws. No knobs in here. Just ram them all in there. I'm sure everybody's gonna get to fight.
Oh, yeah.
And then I pile in. And they pile in. Everybody's in. Everybody's happy except for the Tau. I'll do my 5 attacks against them. Hitting on 4s. It's your weapon skill 4, right? Mm-hmm. And then wounding on 5s. Nothing. And this one over here on a 4. Nothing. The Slug and Choppa Boys will go first.
Ooh.
Hitting on 3s with 27 attacks. They lose their extra attack because of photon grenades. I don't think it'll matter. And then you're wounding on 3s as well. 4 up saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I only have 6 guys. So you just plowed right through them, including Shas'o Toren. They have secured their war boss. They don't know if he's alive yet. We're gonna find that at the end, but let's go into Tau turn 4. And in this scenario, we said that when they come back from ongoing reserves, they can come in A side. So I'm gonna do a bombing run right here. Drop the bomb right there. Boom, baby.
Oh.
6 guys. 6 hit, winning on 2s, no saves. So 6 die.
Boom! Don't even have time to scream.
I get another bomb on 2 plus. There we go. And then it's time to close in and claim the Tawkin Stikk for our own. Just have these guys in a position that they can fire at anything. So the squad will rapid fire into the boys. 20 shots on 4s. 3s to wound, 6 dead. His drones are going to try to finish off this truck. 5s, twin linked. 5 hits. Need a single 5 plus. There we go, it's wrecked. And this fighter is going to fire at those last 3 boys. Burst cannon hitting on 4s. Oh, just 1. Ooh. And 3s. Oh.
Go, boys, go!
Quad ion turret hitting on 4s. 2. Wounded on 2s. Okay, 2 die.
Don't eat me.
And I got 2 seeker missiles. And I say, hey, why not? And once again, they missed. The other fighter will try to finish off those 3 shooter boys. Burst cannon. Oh, just 2. Okay, now we killed 2. Already better than the other fighter. Quad ion turret. Oh, just one.
Is it enough?
If I roll a 1, he survives. No.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot a boy dies.
Oh no.
Rapid fire the twin linked ion rifles into that 5's twin link. Only one.
Ooh. Only needs one.
Strength 7. So 3's. Oh, there we go.
Alright.
It's wrecked.
Cool.
And at this point, we're going to narratively call it. I guess it is a Tau victory, but the problem is we don't know if the Warboss is dead. Other problem is you stopped my getaway at just turn 2. So I wasn't able to get quite far enough to reach the ambush point. So right now, we have two things happening. We have the orcs who were not in the front, so there's a huge orc army right behind it, chasing after. They weren't as fast as all the bikes and stuff, or they just didn't get in their bikes as fast, so there could still be bikes and all that. And they're coming up to try to help the Warboss, and also to fight the Tau, because they want a head-on fight. And we have the Tau, who have their ambush, who need to move their ambush point a little bit, and are on their way here with all their battle suits and everything else. And so we do have some remaining Tau. This one orc, obviously, is indifferent. Let's find out the fate of this Warboss. We're going to use our regular table. He wasn't insta-killed, so there's no way for him to be dead because he's a very important character, because you have to roll a 9. The only way to get a higher than a 6 is to get the modifiers from being wounded. So basically, a 1, 2, or 3, he's fine. A 4 or a 5, he's minorly wounded. And then if you roll 6, he's majorly wounded.
Okay.
And those have modifiers to surviving next time. 4. So he is minorly wounded. And we're going to be narratively having his bike crashed. So in the next game, he's going to be on foot. But he'll have his talking stick.
Yes!
And so that'll be the next one. The next mission is going to be the ambush, just as planned. And that'll be mission 1B, which will be at the link below. So go ahead and click that right now. It is in the MiniWarGaming Vault. If you're not a Vault member, you can still click it and get a free 7-day trial. Get instant access to that battle report and all of our other thousands of videos that are in the Vault right now. And help support us to be able to make studios such as this, pay people such as him, and make games such as this. Thanks for watching. Happy wargaming.